All I gotta say, guys, is welcome to the circus. Welcome to the circus, man. We're here at the circus. If you know what I mean by circus, yeah, we're at this little carnival. This creepy. We're at some creepy stuff, dude. I finally decided I'd show this because I was so mad at it. Because there's these two secrets in Shadow of Colossus, these two other ones. And about 10 years ago, 15 years ago, okay? 15 years ago, I was playing this on the greatest hits version, had a slim PS2. And of course, you're going to go back to Shadow of Colossus. It's just a good game to play, you know. But, this, just to tell you, this is where we get into, some crazy stuff. We get into some really crazy stuff. First of all, we're just going to tell you how crazy this is, okay? Forget everything you know about the deleted Colossuses. That's why I was first showing you off Devil. Now, I don't know how I've discovered so many things in Shadow of Colossus. I really don't. But probably because I love playing the game a lot. I just love playing it again, and I love playing it again, and then playing it again, and, because there's so many areas to glitch, and there's so many scary things. There's a ton of scary things. But what makes this specifically scary is so let's try not jump right into it, okay? Let me just say something to you. In the game, when you find anything that is close to the scary secret, there's a scary secret in this game, okay? That I'm telling you, it's none of the deleted content. It's just really, really odd. It's very odd, and it's a no-brainer that Yudo was working with Star Fox, and we saw a bunch of odd things in Star Fox. Okay, we saw really odd things. Okay, but okay, so the camera does this. It always blocks stuff out. You could literally focus about an hour or 2 hours just looking around this area, but I even forget where this spot is. This spot is near the bridge of the second boss. It's around that area, but I forget even where I took this picture, dude. But as soon as I saw it, okay, I'm telling you, 15 years. It was literally 15 years ago where I was like, okay, there's no way I'll be able to activate this secret. First of all, that was the first thing. I was like, there's no way I'm going to be able to activate this secret. If I do activate this secret, I am a genius because I'll have it recorded with, video and that. But and I'm telling you, right now I'm playing on the PlayStation 3 version, not playing on the greatest hits version. But I still believe that the PS3 version can do it. But okay, so at first this is just a simple picture almost. It feels just a simple picture, right? But there is so many scary things with this picture, okay? But we're going to go into the basic one that I just know, okay? And that's what we're going to get to. But we're just going to tell you something, okay? This is scary, okay? This is how scary is this? This is nightmarish. Yeah, this is nightmare fuel. This is a video game showing you that, hey, I can scare you, and I can really scare you. This is there's a ton of examples of scary things in our world, but man, this is actually really, really scary. So let's try and see if I can simplify in a way to you. You got to remember, okay, as boring as this sounds, okay, you got to remember that Yuda, and you also got to remember, okay, my my Pajama Sam and Lucky Tail thing. You got to remember that too. Because Pajama Sam, I'll do a deep dive with the Pajama Sam thing because hopefully it will make things easy. This is not going to be easy. This is going to be really, really creepy. This is going to be some torture stuff, dude. This is going to be this ain't going to be nice, dude. This is not going to be nice at all. So in this picture, okay, because we just got to get this out quick and tell you, okay? So this is the first step of all steps, okay? What have I been talking to you about, right? I've been talking to you about L's, okay? I think I've even mentioned an H, okay? I've mentioned Y's, right? I've mentioned 1, 2, okay? I've mentioned gates, all right? I'm trying to mention to you a bunch of stuff so it just comes off the bat, I've mentioned to you like 4 limbs because, as you know, the first thing I was talking to you about is that Devil is fusing onto Wanderer's head, okay? Now, it's important that we put, like I told you, this secret is annoyingly hard. It's kind of like the developers making fun of me, making fun of you, but definitely making fun of me. Because they know how hard it is for me to describe this, okay? So if you paid attention to any of my videos, and you've known about like how I tell you how when he's in the glitch of the toolbox, he's reclinered, okay? Which is another thing that would come off boring, right? But like he's sitting in the chair, but it's still creepy enough, he's sitting in midair, okay? So that's pretty creepy. But and it explains a lot of this thing too, and that's what I hate most about this, because these are 2 different secrets, right? But like the easiest thing to do if you're like hiding a secret inside a video game is to make them like sound relatable to the other secret, and then you're sounding like cuckoo, cuckoo. You're just sounding like ah. But okay, so what they're doing is, since Wanderer is sitting on his chair and floating in the sky, okay, they're like, we could make a secret in the game right here. We could keep this in here, but then we could also put a different secret and have some similar things. Now look closely on this wall, okay? You're going to need to look closely on this wall. Look above Wanderer's head. You see above Wanderer's head on the wall, okay? You're going to look to the top. You're going to be really creeped out by this because this is actual content. This is stuff that we're talking about. Look up there. What do you see? What do you see? You see a bunch of faces once again, but you see a bunch of other distracting textures. But what do you see that's like completely different? That's above Wanderer's head, okay? Now I'm telling you, this is scary. This is creepy. I'm telling you, this is no friendly stuff, okay? All right? Above Wanderer's head, look what you see. And if you can't see it, I'll try my best to guide you to it, okay? You see a leg. You don't see faces. You see all these faces, but you see a leg, an actual leg, okay? Now, I'm trying to make this stupid right now, okay? And the reason I'm trying to make this stupid is because this is like out of the world, out of territory, wild stuff. And you can only imagine how wild a video game wants to get when it's going outside of what's wanting to do, what it is, So like look at the legs specifically, okay? Do you notice? Because we know on a human leg, okay, that we always have the bottom, like we have our socks, we wear shoes, okay? And we're not even going to get into the detail of the footwear yet, okay? Because we're really trying just to make this simple right now, because this is a big mystery in Shadow of Colossus. And another thing is, I think like seeing so many of these secrets in Shadow of Colossus, I really do think that it's best that I dumb it down, because these might be the only secrets that we find in Shadow of Colossus, and you don't want to get your hopes up playing Shadow of Colossus and being like, oh man, like, is there something else, because if there's something else, if there's a drive for something else. Now, I've said time and time again, I've said there's a chance for something else. But sometimes, like when I honestly sit down and I think about it, I'm like, oh man, this is just like it makes so much sense to this one because this one is weird. This one's odd. This is strange. This has nothing to do, like has none of the feel. It still has some feel of Shadow of Colossus elements, but it doesn't have any of the feel of like. It even makes you think like, of course they're deleted Colossus. Like of course they're deleted because they're not what we're wanting to actually see in the game. Okay, so yeah, this leg for some reason I just can't even with this leg, dude. It is so good. It's such a good secret to put. It's blatant in your eyes again. They love doing this, dude. I'm telling you. And I'm telling you, you're gonna have to pay attention to it because, it's just right there in your face, kind of thing. And it's like, it's a mean thing. It's really mean. I mean, I'm sure you'd want to take your arrow. I'm sure you want to take your sword. I'm sure you want to take almost every weapon, and you want to hit this leg. Okay, you want to hit this leg on this wall, which is like, it's super exciting. It's super exciting that we even have proof. Because all the other stuff I'm going to be talking about this thing is just cuckoo. You know what I mean? It's all cuckoo. It makes sense. Yes, does it feel like, I'll tell you something, I don't even find it funny, but like something like, yes, it does. It feels like a hallucination. It feels like you're hallucinating. It feels like you've never been playing Shadow of Colossus, that this is the real Shadow of Colossus that you've been wanting to play. So when it's activated, that's the whole thing behind it. Like it's not like I just can say everything that is happening, because as soon as I say everything that is happening, if I don't have like the organized form of it, it's just not. But like, you kind of want all the juice of it, you want every steak of it. You want it to be really good. And but yeah, this leg, okay, for whatever reason, okay, and it's blatant once you see the leg in this picture, okay, because you have the cut off of footwear, right? The reason we haven't gone down to footwear yet is because we have a lot of things to talk about with footwear, okay? And we gotta make sure that we get the right footwear ideas, because when we talk about the footwear, it will make sense, because it's goofy. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's odd and goofy. Like it does not. Okay, so for the majority of the part, Shadow of Colossus is what you could say. It's quiet. It's dull, right? Shadow of Colossus feels like you're in a real world, kind of, right? So the whole part of this leg, this leg thing, okay, is that they're really messing with us, dude. They are like messing with us really good. Like I'm telling you, they are messing with us good. There are so many like stupid examples that run through your head. Like even if you're playing Aiko, and you're grabbing her hand to not fall, like the grabbing of the arm, right? Because you're grabbing an arm. But now we're talking about legs, right? We're talking about actual like legs, and we haven't even told the full description of what this is, okay? Because it needs to be the exact scary atmosphere, it needs to be the scary atmosphere of what this is. But like I'm telling you, 15 years ago when I saw this, I was pissed. I was really pissed. I was angry. I was very angry because I was like, wow, it's not even like it sneaks up on you in the game when you're just free playing the game. When you're free playing this game, it sneaks up on you, and it's kind of like you have to record Shadow of Colossus all the time. But now Now I'm curious why, even in this area, the leg is here. Okay, so I'm curious why it's here because the area and spot for the most part, what I remember from the leg and the footwear and that from what I remembered of that part, because I'm not going into full detail yet. But what I do remember is that I was in a different area of the game. You know, like I was at a different spot of the game, and that's why I say I cannot stress enough. There's a PS3 version, there's a greatest hits version, but I still do because it's Shadow of Colossus. It's still Shadow of Colossus. You know, the regular edition with the Ico collection. Um, but let me tell you how scary this was too. Because like when I'm always looking at these walls, I get to the point like, and that's the thing. I continuously play Shadow of Colossus in hopes that I can see this thing again. You know, I really do. I play this every day or any chance of a day I get to play this dang game, and I get a spot to do this. I do it, and it's crazy because the leg is just it's blatant. You blatantly see this leg, okay, and but all the textures in the game too. I'm telling you, when they find out that you're looking at good stuff in the game, the camera will float and it, it will look completely odd. Doesn't this look odd? This looks like this does. Tell me this does not look like this is Shadow Colossus on the PS3, okay? And right now it looks like right now it looks like the beta footage, doesn't it? It does. It looks like the beta footage. It looks like um, all that stuff, but like the camera floats up. Now, I always hate to because even when the camera's floating up with this plateau, right? I do find that distracting because I'm telling you, I know everything behind this leg. This leg that they're showing right now, I know everything behind it, behind the leg. But I'm kind of like, I'm kind of like, wow, dude, like wow, because like I told you, they've had a lot of things, and I was being with you on this too, like this lucky thing, the lucky with the bridge, because the bridge has a Y. And we're gonna show that picture too, just because you get to see the picture. You'll get to see the picture of the Y also. But this one is like a picture that we show right away because we're gonna have to get into this somehow. And when we get into this somehow, and what jumped me to the conclusion of getting into this is because I've always been talking to you about the Super Mario 64 thing. For some reason, as creepy as this is, because this is disturbing, this is some really messed up stuff to have in a video game. But as crazy as this is, I already know that the Super Mario 64 stuff will already come off like, huh? I already know the 64 stuff of Mario 64. I already know that stuff will come off as why. Like it will come off like why, it will. But it shouldn't be too hard for them when I get into the Mario 64 stuff. Hopefully, it shouldn't be too hard, but it'll always be hard for you. Because it really shouldn't be hard because Mario 64 for the most part of the game is just insane. Everything in Mario 64 is pretty just scary again, da 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 da, scary. But I'm surprised when game developers do this too, because you got to remember they do a lot of odd things. Like I'm gonna give you like a very easy example of something odd. Okay, so something odd that they do that's a secret in video games is it's the easy one that we know is odd is missing number, the glitch in Pokemon. No matter how many ways you do the glitch, you can actually fight humans through the glitch. We know that. You can fight the trainers through the glitch. You're not fighting the Pokemon, you're fighting the trainers. And that's if you're doing the glitch enough, if you're doing the glitch a lot. But you gotta do the glitch a lot, and then you'll be battling the trainers and then battling Pokemon, and it's also what inspired that, because we have a game called Monster Craft. But okay, so I always thought that they brought out Masego Pokemon. They had a magazine describing how you could find Masego, and I always thought to myself that, wow, that's such a good idea. Isn't it just have like some Pokemon game, and then have a completely different platform like PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3 of Shadow of Colossus, and like have a whole setup like that, because it would almost come off to you, right, as there's no way, that's exactly what it's trying to come off to, and that's what's terrifying about it, is it's coming off to you like there's no way. This game has to be different. Shadow of Colossus gives you that this game has to be different than Pokemon, Like, it can't just be like Pokemon. It has to have like a different idea. They spent money into this, but like all of it makes sense too. Like, think about it. Like, every cube on the map and the areas that you go, it's really easy to load something into it that just wouldn't make sense to load into it. And that is just like a huge point. And I've been very negative on the OPM demo. And the reason I've been negative on the OPM demo is because, like I told you, Devil is not at dam. He is not at like this so-called dam level that people talk about, like this, which was like in the images. That's the thing about all the images too, because all the images of the video content are brain screws. They're just a bunch of brain screw brain, like haha kind of thing. Like just they're like fan content. They're fan content, and it's crazy. It really is just like, even those pictures, it is like it's almost like they're what is it? It's almost like they're like concept art, like they're all just concept art. Because like I'm talking to you right now, about legs. We know Eve has legs, but what's different from this leg on this wall? This wall showing us, okay, and it's really making fun of us, okay. So I'll give you a little hint how to read this. It's like it probably is less. This is about like even the Sphinx has legs, right? So it would probably just be like an easy thing to make. Oh, that's what we should think about, But just think about it being a human leg, and think about it with footwear. You could easily see it. And if you know anything about human legs, we have calves like that, and we just we have calves going up into our leg. But yeah, this is by far very, very messed up. Like, I get cold talking about this, dude. But I'm just at the point that we're going to talk about this. The reason we're going to talk about this, okay, is because nothing's going to be easy when I'm going to be explaining in the future. Nothing's going to be easy. To think about like a video game, just you got to sit down and think to yourself, man, a video game can do anything it wants. You know what I mean? And that's the thing about a video game. A video game, like, and it's kind of funny because, like, you think about everything that we're talking about. We talk about VR gaming. We talk about all this other future stuff. But then you get down to it, right? And you talk about, like, because this game's old. Okay, so this game's, what, like 20 years old or so? It's getting to 20 years. It's like 15 years old. It's up there. So, like, but this game, I always knew something with video games. I always knew there was something to video games that was, like, that I would always enjoy, and I would have a reason to play video games, because video games are just very good art. It's for art. You drawing, like, cartoons and stuff. It's, you could do so much. You can do almost anything. You can add, and that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's creepy because they're adding human elements in this game. You know what I mean? That's good enough for you to get into the next videos that I'm going to get into. But, like, it's like human elements, like stuff that's in our world. No longer like, and that's the thing about video games. Video games are funny. Video games do not care They do not care what you think about in the world. They really don't. They do not care that you think like I don't even know. They don't care that you bought something for Starbucks. They don't care that you did your hair. They don't care what you did, okay? They don't care that you got a job. They don't care that they have like if they want to do anything in a video game, they can do anything in a video game. And I mean, like, this part's so messed up because, like I told you, I've never found anything in Ico, okay? Never found anything in Ico, but I will say, though, like the thoughts that you would get from Ico to this, you know, just even, like, the fact that they always said, you remember, like, people always tease, like, oh, there might be something else to the bridge in Ico. And then you remember, like... You remember all those times you were wasting your time on that bridge area? You remember also that they're both grabbing each other's arms, and now we're talking about a leg. You know what I mean? We went from talking about a male and a female to grabbing their arms to, like, now we're talking about a leg. You know? So, yeah. I know you're going to be frustrated because this is just 100% it. This is what this is, okay? And I'll tell you what the location part is, too, on this map. But, like, it's pretty easy to know that, like with the grass area and all this, like, it's pretty easy to know. And, you know, this might be repetitive because, as you know, there are some textures in the game that are repetitive. So maybe there's a different way to see the leg, okay? So there's always a way to, like, look and see about the leg. But, like, this is tight, dude. You know this is tight. This is off the chain because normally we're just seeing faces, we're seeing a bunch of things, but just to blatantly see a leg, you know. This was so creepy that I literally delayed this. Like, I was like, I don't mind showing the Devil stuff. I don't mind showing the stuff of the Devil because we've had images of the Devil, you know. But this leg right here, I'm telling you, and it's like it's so messed up because think about all the humanoids that we have in Shadow of Colossus, right? We have Mono, okay? We have the legs from the horse. The horse has legs, okay? We have Wonder who has legs. We have the original bosses there in the games. They have legs, you know? And legs are such a stupid thing, you know? It's such a dumb thing, but it makes sense. Doesn't it make sense to you, like, gee, I wonder if I could fit, like, legs onto this game, right? If I could fit legs somewhere in this game, and would it be creepy? Yeah, it'd be very creepy, and they did. That's what they did, guys. And we're noobs, dude. We are such noobs. I'm telling you, we are noobs. I'm 100% telling you this because, like, they just blatantly put the foot. They put the foot and they put the leg in the game, and they're like, ha 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 ha. It's a constant ha ha ha. Like, I'm not like. Sure, I'm glad I saw part of this animation secret thing, but, like, it's really taunting, like, how scary it is, but, like, how ha 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 ha. Because, like, whenever you're looking for secrets in Shadow of Colossus, you're not thinking that you're being insulted for looking at something, you know, like, you're, like, looking at something in the game, and that's what's creepy. Like, can you imagine that there's an animation in this game? That's what it's hard for people to imagine. It makes me stutter, dude. Like it's like there is no ifs, there's no buts. This is it. This is the creepy stuff, dude, and it's right there.